Welcome back after a long weekend. It just felt like a long weekend because I had to deal with a lot of Steam support. It was nothing but trouble. It was the worst weekend of my life. Mine was short. Mine definitely felt short because it was just waiting for Steam to... I was waiting for them to text me back, but they left me on red. That's why we gotta grip it and rip it. The goofy goobers. Yeah, that's not what I was thinking at the time. Goofy goobers is not the word that I was thinking. It was more like a pain. A serious pain. But yeah. How was everyone else's weekend? We're back. I'm a goofy goober, yeah. You are a goober. It's like the most broken up. Yeah, basically. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. The aggression of holding the knife, but the face. But yeah. All because of, like a purchase. It just didn't want to go through with Steam, and yeah. It was a lot of time waiting for customer service and... But it got sorted out. Sort of. Not really. Again, the favorite part of it is that, like, usually your issue gets solved. And, like, the first bits, they were like, is this helpful? Like, you know, did we solve your problem? And you can be like, no or yes, and basically reply. But near the tail end, they were just like, thanks, and then you couldn't reply. you couldn't say like, hey, thanks for fixing my problem. Like, nah, I was just like, okay, bye. I am currently exhausted. Short week for me though, so hopefully I can sort myself out for next week. What you gotta do is you gotta buy so much caffeine and inject it into your veins. Probably don't do that. Like, don't actually do that. You gotta snort the caffeine. All you have to do is ignore most of the problems. You know, just do whatever the heck you were gonna do anyway. You need to become half coffee bean, half human. Exactly. You need to just ground up coffee beans and that's how you do it. That's how you solve it. That's how you stop being exhausted. But if you haven't figured it out by the title, we're doing some more Dead by Daylight. Dying by Deadlight. And it is gonna be my personal mission, because I have noticed that even I have been doing this. But I complain a lot playing this game. And it is gonna be my personal mission. To instead complain, I'll just say it's cringe. Dude, this is cringe. Have you ever noticed how cringe this is? It's gonna be 3 hours of that. This is so heckin' cringe. But yeah, I have noticed that it's like, I get very analytical with the game, which again, I think it just goes to the fact that I do enjoy it. I enjoy the idea of the game. And so I think it's just like, you know, my personal mission will be resisting me not buying. That's like a double negative. My personal mission will be resisting me not buying the Iron Maiden skin. I read like a riddle. Isn't it like $60? I swore I heard someone on like a YouTube video talk about it, where they're like, it's like $60 or something. Where the heck is it? Where's freaking Dead by Daylight? I refuse to buy any of the skins. Yeah, like, and it is crazy buying all 4 of them at 60. Yeah, that was it. And like, that's insane. Like that's downright insane. Every 5 minutes we hear high-pitched ee sounds. Nah, I can't do that, because then people will be like, ah, that's grating. But instead I can go, this is cringe. This is crungo. I can just say other words. Resisting me not buying. But yeah, $60 for 4 skins. I get that it's Iron Maiden, and like some of them, because I think the Dredge's skin was like really top tier. But yeah, like $60. Oof. That's some. I'm not gonna lie, bro. That's super crungo. Eric Cartman impersonation. That's like the, I don't know. I don't know what voice that is. It's just like squeaky zoomer. Like, dude, you gotta really stretch. Just getting higher and higher pitched. No, you gotta like break up your voice. It's less squeaky, like high pitched, and more just like, eee. No, but it needs to be Eric Cartman. Eric Cartman's more like angry. Like he's like an angry child. Beat me. It's like you have to find your root too in order to like get into the character, or like, you know, get the voice right. And I feel like But Mom is Eric Cartman. Beat me. You gotta really scrunch up your. The Dredge skin is really good, but it takes up a lot of the screen too. Yeah, I think I saw gameplay footage of it, because people were like wigging out about how like you can hear the guitar when you fall and all that, and like the metal clanking, and it did look kind of funny because yeah, it was a lot. It was it was a lot on the screen, but you know, if you're paying that much for it, you want to be able to see it. Why didn't they give Chucky Iron Maiden stuff? Honestly, he would be easy. Just give him a little shirt. That's probably why they didn't do it. What if that was it? Like, what if that was the skin instead? Like, the Dredge is just wearing a t-shirt. And then, what is it? Deathslinger and Oni and Doctor? Well, like, what if they're all just wearing t-shirts instead of actually, like, looking different? Are we talking about horror Iron Maiden or the band? The band. I forget the reason, but they did a crossover. They did a Iron Maiden Dead by Daylight crossover. And yeah, you can buy like t-shirts for the characters, like the survivors, but the killers get like actual like looks. Why would I pay $60 for shirts? Well, you don't get shirts for the killers, you get shirts for the survivors, which also is a bit, you know. Which probably also costs the same, mind you. I doubt it's cheaper for the survivors. Look, I'm gonna get all my complaining out of the way now, but Behavior is definitely very well known for wanting money. They want your money. You hear me, Behavior? You hear me? I'm calling you out. And then the stream just shuts off. They want your money. It is weird, because, like, again, the lights out thing I thought was super cool, and, like, it was very minimal effort. But, like, if they would just put in just a smidge, that'd be great. Because, again, the game is very fun. The game is a cool concept, and the fact that it survived this long is nothing short of a miracle. But the fact that, like, yeah, like, it's been coasting for so long, and it's crazy. I'm pretty sure they're aware, but like with everything else, so long as people pay $60 for a digital shirt, they'll keep going. Oh, I think this has got a lot of people, like, I think everybody's kind of universally like, what the heck? I would be curious if it's $60 for the shirt too, but I don't think it is. Well, maybe it might be. I don't know. Look, I don't know. You think I look at the freaking store? Do you think that's what I do? Do you think I've ever looked at a cosmetic? I don't even know how to spell cosmetic. I have never willingly bought a cosmetic. Bought no, looked yes. There's no physical proof. You got no evidence here. There's no such thing. And then there will be somebody out there so forced him to buy a cosmetic. How did you know? We all I don't think, I mean, that's probably not far off from the truth. I think there was like one cosmetic and it was for Jeff that I was like, yeah, I could go for it. And yeah, you were like, go get that cosmetic. And then you like specifically gifted me I think the money to do it. You were like, this money is meant for a cosmetic. like that's how the transaction went, it felt like. And I was like, okay, like that's what I'll do. And then that was it. I think that was like, I don't think there was any other majors cosmetics. I think there was like one for Kate, but again, it's kind of that whole like, I think there was like extra money or something. I can't remember. Pretty much, I wanted him to look fly. But poor Jeff doesn't get any cosmetics. He gets like 2. We all at least looked at cosmetics in game. Nope. I have never on my life looked at a cosmetic ever. That's like a hill to die on. That's like somebody like being like, you're a shill or something, and you're like, nope. like I don't even know what it is. Well, I think it's about time I get into the Discord and the video game. I gotta show how I've become a gamer. Actually, I haven't. I'm probably getting worse at Dead by Daylight, so not even gonna lie about that. I remember when I used to own every character in the game, and now there's 8 survivors and 2 killers I do not own. That's not that bad comparatively. Compared to my like 16. I feel like you could easily recover your title of owning every character. Unlike me, who will remain and never ever buy a single character with legit money. I have arrived.
Yeah, I think easily is not really the word I'm thinking of because like, that's $5 for each character, 5 times 10, that's $50 right there just to get every character.
Don't they have like a bundle on Steam where it's supposed to like buy all the characters or something like that? Like buy all the killers.
I think it's only like certain killers and survivors. There's no
Maybe.
bundle for like every single thing in the game, like the Dead by Daylight Ultimate Edition. That's eventually what they'll do. It'll cost like $200 probably.
You're gonna have to put a down payment.
And like 6 equal monthly payments, you can eventually own everything in Dead by Daylight.
That would be scary. They're like, yeah, you have to make a monthly, or well, it wouldn't be monthly. It'd be a weekly. To make a weekly payment, and it's like, I'm getting billed by Dead by Daylight. What the
And if you
heck?
don't have the money, they repossess your Steam account.
They repossess your survivors and killers. Hello, BitCrush. I saw on Steam you played Dying Light 2 Reloaded. I did play it free for, I think it was the very short thing I did over the weekend. I played it slightly. And then, because I remembered Soap playing it, and I was like, I want to see if it's as bad as he says. And I will say, I didn't enjoy it nearly as much as Dying Light 1.
I've heard it's gotten a lot better.
They are improving it.
But I started playing it pretty like shortly after launch, I think, and it just was not impressive to me, and I just refunded it and haven't looked back since.
Yeah. They were doing like a sale and like a play for free over the weekend. And like that's cool. But it almost did the opposite for me, where I was like, I really don't have any interest of buying this, because like it felt like a watered down version of the first game, which is really weird. Like, as you can hear the Iron Maiden in the background. Well, I think it's like an actual song, but I can't hear it enough to actually identify.
I could ask Alex, my brother, because he's such a big Iron Maiden fan that he'd be like, "Oh yeah, that's the song they're playing."
Yeah, I can't say I've ever listened to a lot of Iron Maiden. I don't think I dislike them. I don't know.
Me neither.
I never.
They're just not on the top of my list.
Yeah, I never really latched onto them as much as I did other metal bands. Oh, I was already sent an invite. My name is Jeff. The joke that will never die.
My name is Dave.
But yeah, like, what was some of the issues that I had with Dying Light 2? The combat felt very, like, weak. Like, I remember hitting zombies and it felt like, actually, like, you're breaking bone and, like, really just giving it to them. And then Dying Light 2, it felt like the character had noodle arms.
I think for me, the thing that made me want to stop playing it right away, it was something like, you couldn't sprint until you unlocked it as a perk, and that just really annoyed me.
The major thing that I immediately clocked was that you couldn't drop kick, and I was all like,
you couldn't drop kick, you couldn't sprint. Like, the beginning just felt super rough, and then I learned that there was no volatiles out at night, which they apparently also changed that recently in an update. But it's just like, how would they even release the game at base launch and not that someone on the team being like, I think we should have volatiles? Like, it's probably like, a big part of the first game, and it made traveling at night scary. And then they just were like, just got rid of it for some reason.
Yeah, that was a major thing too. Even if it was broad daylight, if your character went into too dark of a zone, you would start to like turn and you were like on a timer. I never got to that point, by the way. I did the prologue, or whatever the heck, the tutorial-y prologue And I was all like, I finished it, and then I was like,
You could probably say I didn't give it a fair chance, but it's
True.
because I could tell that I wasn't enjoying it, and I didn't want to miss the Steam refund window. So I only put about 90 minutes into it, and then I was just like, I'm just not feeling it like the first game. And like the story wasn't catching my attention right away, whereas in the first game it immediately caught my attention because it's like you crash land from a helicopter or something, and then like these zombies are already biting you right away. And meanwhile, if, like in the first game, you're on a leisurely stroll throughout the
it's like
forest.
a chill, like it's just open countryside, and it's like, we've got it made, and it's like, why the heck am I? Like,
it just felt bizarre.
my favorite part of the whole like the whole prologue, was that like not even. It felt like 30 minutes. They mentioned Crane, where they're like, I wish Crane would have been here. And your character is like, who? It's like, apparently he's like a celebrity.
The guy that you wish you could have been.
The guy that was way better than you, because you suck.
Now, granted, if you enjoy the second game, that's awesome. I'm glad you enjoy it.
I am indifferent.
Have much fun with it.
But yeah, in terms of like my thoughts, like I will say it felt like a downgrade. But if you've enjoyed it, then that's good. Especially because, yeah, you pre-ordered it back before. So like, hopefully you enjoyed it. And I hope you got your money's worth. I spent nothing. And I don't want to buy it. I already hear. It's a Bubba.
Vroom vroom.
He's not really wanting to vroom vroom.
He's a careful Bubba.
He's a very careful Bubba. He's probably a bit of a back rever too. Yeah. Which, I guess, to be fair, you know, and you got the tools. Where are you taking me?
He has deadlock, which is that perk that makes it so you can't do gens.
Like, yeah. I touched a gen for a little while. And then he stabbed me. I think I spawned extremely close to him. The M1! Holy macaroni! Wowie zowie! Is he gonna respect the pallet? He's swinging at the other guy. I forget who it is. Rudder Roots?
I wasn't trying to do a chase around you, but it's just kind of where I ended up being, unfortunately.
It still counts as him camping, right? He is like 100% coming back. Oh, never mind. He's committed. I'm so hurt. My bones feel funny. Thanks.
This is awkward.
Yeah.
Are we healing?
I don't know. I was thinking about it, and then I was like, well, he's probably just gonna chainsaw us all, isn't he? Like, it seems like a weird thing to heal for a guy who can just insta-down you. Yeah. I think he's coming this way. No, he's not coming this way. He's kicking a gen. Now he's coming this way. Yeah. This is very awkward. There's a lot happening back there. I think Ada's going for the the pickup. Think, maybe, hopefully. I see her going there. Now, where is he gonna take you? Why isn't he? There you go. I was about to say, like, why isn't he picking you up? Did he not get the memo? He's just gotta pick you up, man. Okay, Ada's either being chased. I don't know what's happening.
Apparently, they're all kind of on the other side of the map, it looks like.
Yeah, I think Rudder's getting chased, but he's like kind of looping back to you. I think he's trying not to... God dang it.
He barely got chased.
I don't know why I early clicked that. Okay, it's probably gonna come over here. Because I blew up a gen. Like a fool! Yeah. Problem is, I don't think there's gonna be anything else. Yeah. It's very awkward when there's just nothing on the map.
You're like, I guess I'll just die.
Yeah, like, because I was hitting a bit of a point where there wasn't really any way to, like, break away. That chainsaw is strong. Who would have guessed? He doesn't do a ton of M1. Now the bigger question, is he gonna come back for me or is he gonna keep chasing? I guess he's gonna keep chasing. Oh, he's still chasing you. I was about to say, like...
Still chasing me.
I saw him, like, vault a window, and I was like, what the heck is he doing?
He's got bamboozle.
Ah.
That's why he's vaulting windows.
I just didn't know, like, what he was doing, because, yeah...
I might actually wiggle out. Yeah, boil over got me to wiggle out.
Sweet, sweet boil over. But is he gonna make the same mistake twice? McChicken Menace
Not twice, no.
has to really take a hit for us. Hasn't even been.
Not how wiggling out just feels like it doesn't even do anything. I was like, oh, I wiggled out, and then like 4 seconds later, okay, there.
He just immediately catches you. I was hoping maybe he would run to the gen that I exploded, but doesn't. Like, where the heck is he? Is he just camping?
No, he's not near me. I don't think. Unless he's got Insidious or something.
I think he's near Rudder. It's gonna be a close one. But we gonna pick you up. You're gonna do fine.
You gonna make it, kid.
You're gonna make it. This is the gen I touched all the way at the beginning. It didn't do well. He's doing his best. He's doing his darndest.
We just need McChicken Menace to like take a hook for us.
Yeah, that was kind of what I was thinking. Is like, because like, yeah, if any of us go down, that's basically just like, well.
We're about to finish the last 2 gens, though.
Yeah.
Oh, that freaking deadlock. Oh, I gotta wait like 30 seconds for
gross.
This thing. I just need Rude Roots to just hang in there, because this thing's at like 98%.
He's doing the Lord's work.
Come on, come on.
Just in case I'm touching a gen. In case he tries to push you off of it.
Alright, I'm on it there.
Okay, I'm at a door.
Yeah.
These are like right. What? It looked like they were like right next to each other.
Just down the road.
He's still being chased. I'm gonna 99 it, I guess. Never mind. Yeah, he kind of chased me out, but I tried to buy as much time for someone else to reach another door. Especially, Rudder Roots or whatever the heck his name is. Like Rudder Roots gonna make it. Ada made it.
Woo! 4-man escape.
4-man. Man, why can't every game start like that, you know?
I just made it's gonna go downhill.
Yeah. It's all downhill from here, buddy. Deadlock, bamboozle, pop goes the weasel, and nowhere to hide. Yeah, that was a good start, but yeah. It worries me for the future. I don't know, that was a close game though. Like, he got a lot of hooks in. Like, one wrong move, and 3 of us were basically out. We were dead meat, man.
It was a close one, that's for sure.
We weren't gonna make it, Dutch. Dutch. I'm gonna spoil Red Dead Redemption 2.
You ain't gonna make it to that good black lung.
He didn't make it out of the door, Dutch. You never thought, you know, that's what they need to do. They have the Death Slinger. They just need to make a Red Dead crossover. Arthur Morgan Death Slinger.
Alright, I have no idea what this dude's perks are, but I'm gonna try to get his adept achievements, so let's see what they are.
Bad, and bad.
Where others see junk, you see valuable improvised tools. While you're holding an empty toolbox, Scavenger activates. Succeeding a great skill check while repairing gains 1 token up to 5. When you reach maximum tokens, lose all your tokens and automatically recharge your toolbox to full. Then your generator repair speed is 50% slower for 40 seconds. Okay, so it was all good until the whole you get 50% slower. Why is that in there? After like how like
You're like, yes, yes, yeah.
well,
Aw.
there's so much work to activate that perk. You have to get 5 great skill checks before it even activates, and then you repair generators 50% slower for like nearly a minute. That's insane.
Sounds fair to me.
But I guess I should be bringing a toolbox in order to utilize this, and I'll just not be
True.
repairing gens during that time I'm waiting, I guess.
You'll have to, like, I don't know, do your taxes, order food, like.
Next one is made for this. After you finish healing another survivor, you gain the endurance status effect for 8 seconds. When affected by deep wounds, you run 3% faster. So if it's a legion, I'm going to be a little faster.
Woo! That's kind of a weird
And
one. Like, something bad has to happen to you for you to move slightly faster.
And this one is just a better version of Deja Vu, is what it sounds like. You see the aura of the generator with the most progress. You also see the aura of the killer for 5 seconds after dropping a pallet.
Okay.
Which Deja Vu just shows you 3 generators with the most progress. So this one just only shows you 1, but you also get to see the aura of the killer. And
Which
usually
is
you don't need to
way.
see the aura of 3 generators when you're usually only going to be working on 1 at a time. So
Look, you're playing a character that's like way late in Dead by Daylight. They were really struggling to make perks.
I already feel like they're getting to that point because we were just talking about how the new chapter has a perk that's literally the exact same as one of the ones in the Silent Hill chapter,
I heard
except
that
for it's just
apparently one of Sable's perks is apparently a stand-in, which it might be that one.
no, that was a killer perk that we were talking about.
Oh, yeah.
It's Legion.
Well,
I guess I'm running faster. That's nice.
and you're the first one to get hit. The prophecy has been foretold. Never mind, I moved on. What a weird perk. I'm the only one who's touching. Oh, black. Well, that wasn't what I planned, but you know. Three people. I think they're gonna know where we're at soon. Dang. I gotta mend myself. My guts are hanging out. Well, they have some perk that can proc my distortion. Unless I'm just really unaware of something Legion can do.
I don't think Legion can see auras, so it's got to be a perk or an add-on. It could be an add-on. But base kit Legion, no. The TTV's flashlighting them as they're breaking pallets.
I mean, if they keep distracting them.
Hey, it's probably gonna draw the attention, yeah.
I feel like nowhere I go is a good place to be. Dang. That's like the worst. Like, here's a window, it leads nowhere. I was in a very bad spot. I can't deny that. Am I gonna wiggle? No. I was getting there. You know, not too bad though. 2 gens down. Only 1 hook. And I think that was because I whacked her with a pallet. I think you're all very close to each other, maybe. Except for the TTV. A little bit of a heal party couldn't hurt, right? Right. We gotta heal ourselves.
Get those altruism points.
Yeah. Well, I feel
we
like
had 1 hook for this match. It's just been a lot of Legion injuring people over and over again.
Yeah. I think that's about to change, though. Because I feel like, surely, the Legion has to kind of be seeing that, where it's like, I'm not really getting anywhere. But then again, they're really
still keeping us off the generators.
Yeah, they're really slowing us down, too.
Yeah. Now I just gotta get 5 great skill checks.
You can do that, right?
Maybe over the course of the entire match, it'll be like every generator is completed, and I'll be like, I got my last great skill check.
Not only that, but just the danger of getting a great, like... I've never been great at getting greats. Like, just greats.
I keep getting good ones because I keep landing like just past the great zone.
Yeah. It's a gamble, you know. It's not what I would say is, you know.
Not my favorite perk, that's for sure. Oh, great.
I see we're knocking people down. This is gonna be bad.
This ain't gonna work.
Yeah.
Right there.
They might chase. Well, they're going to go. Yeah. They're trying for them. They're gonna come right to me. Yeah. I had to take that hit for... I think somebody's in the shack, maybe? Yeah. Man, they went immediately to to them. There was no hesitation with that. That was an accident on my part, but I thought they would have kept chasing me.
I got good news. I got 2 great skill checks done.
Almost there. You're gonna make it in no time.
Done.
Too bad the killer is like right behind us. What? I thought that was timed way better than that. I blame the lag. It was cringe. Man. You get close. Get close with the wiggling off, but it's never enough. They just didn't hear you grunting, huh?
Gabriel's kind of quiet, I guess.
He's a quiet boy. I think they know.
Right back here.
This may be a bit rough. What the heck was that?
They actually let me finish my archive challenge, so I like this killer now.
True. Some respect for that. What are the odds that I can race to you? I don't think they know where we're at. Yeah, we're having a hard time finishing the gen situation. One up there get completed. No. I'm severely wounded. My bones are leaking out.
I'm all rickety.
I got the shakes.
Yeah, if I get the 5 great skill checks while we're on this, then my contribution will be like nothing to this.
Especially with the fact that, you know, we're kind of hitting a bit of a pickle here.
I can't even get 5 great skill checks, so we ain't gotta worry about it. I keep getting good ones.
Just gotta get this gen done. Problem is getting that unhook.
She went right to me.
I think she knows that I'm up here. She's coming for me. I think she knows I dropped down. Well, this is awkward. Dang. You gotta live on without me. I ain't gonna make it. Yeah, it was going well, and then it very quickly snowballed. On my end, it just looks like she's not doing skill checks. I think that's gonna be a GG. Oh,
no, we could totally do the last generator together.
She's like, I'm looking for the hatch. Screw you. All the while you hear Fang whining.
It hurts.
Fang has cemented her fate.
May you rest peacefully, Fang.
As the Legion continues to do that sick guitar riff. Crazy that they didn't get a Iron Maiden thing, you know?
Yeah, usually Legion gets a ton of skins.
Especially ones that are associated with a metal band. I mean, come on. It's crazy. How the heck do they not get a Iron Maiden?
How did Jeff not get like all kinds of Iron Maiden outfits?
I think he did get a shirt. I think
he should have had a whole outfit just himself. It's
true.
Like his whole character.
Very true, very true. I think like Kate and Jeff get like VIP shirts. They get like the badges, but they're just shirts still. Hang on, there's only one way to find that. You gotta go into the store. Right? What the heck is it? It's not in here. Where is it? Where is it? Is it a bundle? What the heck?
You're looking for Jeff's shirt?
Where is Jeff's shirt?
Are you sure Jeff got one?
I thought Jeff did. I swore there was somebody who was all like, yeah, like, these guys got shirts and da-da-da-da, and... But no, oh, there it is. Why was it not on the... Am I crazy? It was not there when I checked.
Yeah, Eddie's live shirt.
Yeah. That's what he gets. He just gets the shirt with a VIP badge.
It looks like a shirt that I already own in my closet somewhere.
Turns out, like, Jeff is very relatable, you know? Out of every survivor, Jeff does seem the most relatable.
I do kind of want to just get Jeff's with the slippers. That's a good outfit.
You just couldn't be bothered, kind of, yeah.
The big hairy chest.
Like, oh, it's a sleepy kind of day.
Oh, just gonna laze about in the fog.
Just gonna try not to get murdered.
Gabriel Soma looks like he's like a character from a Dead Space game.
I mean, he is supposed to be like on a spaceship, right? I mean, that is the whole singularity, and
yeah.
So I guess, you know, they did their homework. They copied. Oh,
Michaela's got one.
How could they do this? To be fair, it is a lot cheaper. Like, what, 250 Orexels for the t-shirts?
Still, though, the fact that they're Orc cells, it's like, yeah. If you don't have Orc cells already in your wallet, then you just have to make a purchase, pretty much.
Oh yeah. But at least you're not spending, like, you know. It's very obvious that the survivors were not the main, like.
Yeah, it's like $250 versus the $15 it is for. That's $2.50.
It's still too high. You slam your fist down.
Well, considering that I play this game now like twice a month with you, I just don't feel justified spending any kind of money on it.
It's
back when
cool
I was playing it like 8 hours a day every day, then yeah, it made more sense.
But also, if you're not a huge Iron Maiden fan, like, you know, like, you gotta do it because you're a fan. Dead Dog Saloon. My Arthur... my Arthur Morgan voice is coming into play.
Dead Dog.
I hear boss music. It's the Wesk man. Unless I'm blind, which I could be.
It's Wesk man.
Which is gonna suck, because he's got like the blocker thing and... It's gonna suck.
I lost him just by crouch walking after he slammed into me.
Look, the killer doesn't look down.
His cone of vision was just like, where did he go?
It's hard to see people. He is wearing sunglasses at night. I feel like, you know.
I wear my sunglasses at night.
Person's doing the Lord's work. They're a huge Game of Thrones fan, I think. What the heck?
Khaleesi 1497.
Am I crazy? Was there not a Jinn that used to be here? Do I not know where Jinns are?
For all this time, Paul. No, I'm just kidding.
Am I what you consider a player who doesn't know how to play the game?
I wonder if B was still playing with us when Deathslinger got released. I feel like she was.
I don't remember. Gonna be honest. Well, this is awkward. Turns out there's a lot of straightaways. He didn't get duped.
Do you actually think you could defeat me?
I don't know how you can defeat Wesker in
And one-to-one combat.
Yeah, well, like, it's just funny because, like, in Resident Evil, usually it's like you shoot him, but he's over here taunting you, like, do you think you could beat me? And it's like, no, I'm running away. That's why.
He's got barbecue and chili, by the way. Or something that shows auras once he's done hooking someone.
Mad hacks. No, I'm just. I don't think my distortion went off, but I guess I was the first to be hooked. Oof.
Is anyone coming for you?
Now they are, but I hit stage 2 by that time. So now I'm in a mighty fine pickle. As we just get stuck in a doorway. You gotta be kidding me. Why the heck did he run here? Like what? Like what? What?
He smelled Jeff.
Yeah, like I don't understand that logic. So I'm most definitely dead. Cause yeah, like I thought I was like, oh yeah, like I guess worst case scenario, I'm buying you guys time because.
What did you say you were going to say this session when something was really bad? You're like,
it's cringe. It's cringe.
That's just cringe.
This is cringe.
Why would you go
That
here?
is cringe. I don't know what, like, I feel like I should clip that, because, like, there was nobody over there, and I was at the wall of the map, and for some reason, he was walking directly towards me. And it's just like, there's nobody here. Like, there's nothing here. There's no Jin here. Like, why are you here?
Was it after you just got done hooking someone? Because like I said, he's got barbecue, I think.
My distortion didn't proc, and,
or he's just really good at guessing where people are.
I mean, I
after he gets
guess.
done hooking someone.
It was definitely like, it was one of the weirdest moments where it's just like, there is no reason he should have gone that way. This Wesker's cringe.
I feel like all Weskers are cringe.
I'm not gonna lie, Wesker is pretty cringe at this point.
But once Huntress gets her 7 hatchets, I'm gonna feel like she's the cringiest out of all of them.
I mean, even that buff sounds cringe. This is like, what the heck? I think she needs her iridescent hatchet back. She needs to have 27 iridescent hatchets. I don't know what this Khaleesi person's doing, but they're just following Space Captain around. Like they were like trying to take a hit for him, but like they really
I don't really get that when they both have the equal amount of hook stages.
Yeah, Khaleesi really wants Wesker to chase her for some reason. She was like,
I would like if Khaleesi would get on a gen, because we only have 2 left.
Yeah. The reason you only have 2 left is because he was too busy killing me. Yeah, he's very good at finding where people are, like, almost immediately. Which is crazy that there's only 2 gens left, because, like, if he's so good at finding where people are, why doesn't he... why
Did
does
they make a 4th alien perk that just lets you see people at all times?
It's called Hex. I see you. Hex always highlighted. Well, Khaleesi is doing the runaround.
Hex, get bent.
But too bad. It didn't matter. And now they're giving up. Khaleesi has given up. She's not doing skill check. So she wanted to be chased just to die. Oh no, she's doing skill checks. I guess she's just in the same mindset as we are, where it's like, wiggling is pointless, which I do agree. Wiggling is pointless. I don't think Space Captain's gonna make it. I believe in you, Space Captain. Never mind, I retract that statement. If you crouch, he won't see you.
Hey!
Actually, it almost worked. Like,
Why did he come around that side?
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's like the freaking, like, he's like reverse mind gaming. Back and forth.
You'll never catch me.
You'll never figure this out. I was about ready for him to not see you when you crouched. He's just like, where did he go?
Funny enough, that probably actually gave Khaleesi maybe enough time to do the last gen. I went straight for her.
Yeah. If he doesn't have a perk, and I just didn't see it with my distortion, like, that's gonna be insane. Because, yeah, like, he is always hitting the nail on the head on where to go. Just keep going back and forth.
Playtime is over.
That seems to be a GG. That's cringe, dude. Bro, that was like so cringe. I mean, I guess it was a close match, but it is definitely weird on how it's like. At the start of the trial, the orders of all survivors are revealed. Anytime a survivor order is shown for a period of time, its duration is increased by 2. Flood of Rage. When a survivor is unhooked from a scourge hook.
Floods of Rage might have been what it was.
When a survivor is unhooked from a scourge hook, all other survivors have their orders revealed for 7 seconds. Yeah.
And Lethal Pursuer makes that last for 9 seconds. So
Yeah.
he just gets 9 seconds of ore reading whenever someone's unhooked.
So he was in fact not cheating. I repeat, he was not cheating.
It's reverse barbecue and chili because it's when you're unhooked.
Yeah.
instead of hooked.
So I guess we were just conveniently being hooked and unhooked, like, very close together. Or, hear me out.
Cheating.
He was cheating. But he has those perks so that you think he's not cheating.
Just like they did in the old days.
Yeah. Back in the Western time.
When I was a kid, they
Smart
didn't have
like a
these
fox.
friendly new perks.
True, I do feel like an old man sometimes with Dead by Daylight, where it's just like, what the heck is this perk? What is that? What the, like, what are all these weird things that they're able to do? But I guess either way, we still got close. So if he was cheating, which I'm not going to say he was, it's a joke. But if he was,
Calm down.
back in my day, we didn't use perks. We just died naturally. We died of gangrene from a paper cut. But yeah, like, if he was really good at hiding it, because I felt like that was a close match. So again, like, there's a lot of TTV people here.
Yeah, I hate TTVs. Oh, oops.
Oh yeah, I retract that statement.
I forgot.
What's that supposed to mean?
All right, get off my team, so.
I'm dodging this lobby.
Soap's over here being toxic.
You gotta stop being toxic. That's cringe.
That's so cringe, man.
That's so cringe.
Being toxic is cringe, and being cringe is cringe.
Being cringe is Krungo. It's this never-ending cycle of things. Like, I'm ready to get stabbed a lot. Sounds like an off Morty. I mean, that's basically what it is. Only I don't stutter a lot, you know. I don't do one of these, you know. I don't constantly have to like. Hey, the Cenobite.
Gee, oh boy, Rick.
Gee, oh boy, Rick. I remember that line.
That sounds like something Morty would say. Gee, oh boy, Rick. Like,
I thought it was always
geez,
G's. Yeah, I thought it was always
G's.
Geez, Rick. I don't know what we're gonna.
I don't know what we're gonna do.
I'm just shocked we're fighting.
It just turns into Bill Cosby.
Whoa, we can't do that here. I'm just surprised we're fighting the Cenobite. I've never gone up against old Pinhead.
It's like a nurse that holds you like a death slinger does with a spear.
It's like a nurse and a death slinger and a this.
He's just like
he's like a guy that like
he's like a guy that does things with chains. And then he like
what this is just impersonation after impersonation. He's just a guy
say, I came.
No, they got rid of that, remember?
No, it's back again.
Oh, it is? Sweet.
Yeah. They got the actual voice actor, and they're like, well, we can't pass this up. So
they're like, sir, we need you to reiterate that you came.
I also already found his cube, so I'm solving it.
You've got his cube.
He'll probably go, I came, after I'm solving it.
And you're going to do it right next to me?
Oh, I got it, actually, without him coming.
Oh. You can't say it like that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Right now, he's going after your highness. I guess that's what they were going for with that. This crow is eyeballing me. There's actually a lot of crows eyeballing me. I heard a bing bong.
I see his box again. I'm getting it.
I'm gonna touch that box so hard. Man, that was a long chase. Either that or they were bouncing around a lot. "20 hours of gameplay of me touching a gin and never moving off of it." That wasn't me.
Dead by Daylight experience.
I think he knows where we're at. I'm gonna have to ask you to stop, sir. What the heck? Oh, he's going. I was like, why is he walking towards a wall? Bing bong. This guy has like so many cubes. Why are you shining a light in the sky over here, man? Whose side are you on? Somebody will
So many chains. Get your chains off me, boy.
It's kind of his thing. Where the heck did that person come from?
I don't know, but it was a gnarly hit they took from me. I'm not sure how much good it's gonna do, but we'll see. Not much.
It didn't help. some guy's next to you, and he's gonna flashlight the heck out of that guy.
He's gonna flashlight the heck out of that tractor. That's what he's doing.
He's really... Come on, man, you gotta do it. You brought the flashlight, you gotta do it. Wait.
If only I had boil over, I probably actually would have gotten out there.
True.
But instead, I gotta get this stupid adept for a Dead Space guy over here.
Frickin' Isaac, whatever the heck his name was.
Gabriel Soma.
Oh, I'm getting frickin' chained. Man, it sucks getting chained, bro. Hey, stop that. Stop chaining me, bro. Stop chaining me. I said stop that. I feel like I should just commit to this gin. Turns out it's really hard to commit when you're getting chained.
You summoned me.
He didn't say it. He did not say it.
No, he said it to me.
Oh. All I heard was you summoned me.
Yeah, he says I came to the person that actually summoned him.
Fair. We're not doing god-awful, but that might just because it's the Cenobite. There's like a lot of hurt people here.
It feels like you get no time at all until like you're back on like having to find the box again.
Yeah, I kind of noticed that. Someone's getting hit. Because it sounded like he was very close. Somebody's gotta touch the box. Not that guy. He fell down. He doesn't get.
I'm not touching it because I've been hooked twice.
I kind of want to unhook this person before I touch a box. He is moving with a purpose. I guess we're healing here. It's a weird.
You're about to get chains sticking you everywhere.
We're not gonna make it, lady. We might just make it. Yeah, we're not gonna be able to make it. Somebody touch the box. Where the heck is it? Oh, there. I think somebody freaking died. Wow, it reversed the healing 100%. Man, that snowballed fast. It felt like we were doing all right, and then it all just kind of blit. Maybe I can catch his attention. He wants you. He wants you hard. I feel like the only way I'm getting his attention is if I'm like in the way.
You what's that second kill?
I did get his attention though. But he isn't picking me up. He's... There he goes. Ow! Hook's in my back. God dang it. Well, at least he's very polite. He hooks me and he's like, I must be going now.
Didn't want you to leave without getting a proper goodbye.
Yeah, then he kisses me on the cheek and the forehead and love you, bye.
Be good now, you hear? Sounds like me talking to my stepson.
That's exactly how Hellraiser sees us all.
Just naughty boys that need to be punished.
He uses a lot of chains, though.
Well, my gen's at 99.99%, and he's kicking it now. I was trying to finish it before I died, but...
I can try to go there, but he hasn't picked you up.
I'm being hooked right next to the gen.
Oof.
I guess we'll see how much progress it loses by the time that you get there, because it was like so close to being popped it wasn't even funny.
Probably gonna be a lot, because I don't know where the heck he went. Where's the gen? Where's the gen? I hear it. It could be worse. It's not great, but, you know, it could be worse. I don't think we're gonna make it. Okay. Salad Bar Rampage. I'm assuming that's the name you're trying to go for. I just need you to keep being chased for like the next, hour.
1.5 gens, that's all it takes.
That's all I'm asking. It's not much.
What is it, 90 seconds for each generator? So it's like, I just need you to just be chased for 135 seconds. Actually, like 150, because I still need like 15 seconds to find the last gen.
You'll never suspect it. Dude, what if he did expect it?
He's a genius.
He's a god dang mad lad. I'm going to my death. Stop chasing me. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
There's nothing here. What the heck? Saw that coming, because yeah. What are the odds that she actually comes to save me? Because I feel like if she does it, it's basically like cementing her death. He touched the box.
I touched the box, and then I came.
Don't say it.
Don't say it.
Don't say it. I don't think she's coming for me, man. She's letting me die. She's letting me die. I guess I should go on my terms. Well, heck, I thought I would die soon after that, but... I guess if they can get out, that's still a win in my book. I have a sneaking suspicion they won't, though. The odds of getting hatch, I feel like. I mean, then again, maybe it's just my luck, but... Are they gonna let them have it? They're gonna let them have it. Wow, they were in there for so long, there's crows around them. What the heck? They threw a pebble before leaving. But they did let them get the hatch. What the heck were they doing for so long, though? Like... They were holding still for so long that 2 crows popped up. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. How are games tonight? So far,
not too bad.
Not too bad. I feel like we've gotten way worse. Designated killer. I'm gonna make a guess, and that you play a lot of killer. But yeah. We had a strong start, and I think we get close. How did you know? Just something. I've been said to be a bit of a mind reader. I play both now, but I started killer only. I mostly played Survivor because I always did it in cooperative stuff. I've only done killer like a couple times.
I went through a spree where all I did was play killer.
And then we stopped playing the game for years.
For a while, it seems.
And now it feels like we're very rusty.
And that rust is not worn off.
That rust is permanent. I find now that I do both sides, I play differently. I mean, yeah, like... I do hear that playing killer helps you play Survivor, because it's like, oh, you're getting into the mindset of like what a killer does. So obviously you can take those skills and, you know, carry them over. I have no doubt that it's a good strategy. But I mostly...
but I'm not going to do it.
I mostly do cooperative streaming with Dead by Daylight, and yeah, like playing killer solo. It feels like I would like... It'd be like way too tense, and I'd be over here trying to do commentary over it, and I'm just like...
Sweating!
Yeah, like, I feel like I would get way too into it, and I'm just like, this is really hard to make it funny.
I appreciate the colors matching with that skirt and that hoodie, but
True.
the fact that it's a skirt with a hoodie just doesn't seem to
The fashion, jeez.
The color matching is great, but it's just like a hoodie with a skirt. It's just a little on the odd side for me.
I make it a point now to not tunnel, camp, or slug. Which I assume is probably very hard, because like slugging I know to be an actual, like, it is a strategy, but obviously, yeah, like a lot of people see it as like scummy. I imagine it's very hard to be a killer nowadays. Because like tunneling, like, you followed me for 2 seconds, you're tunneling. And it's like, I just walked by you. Unless the survivors decide that they are gonna be sweaty AF. True.
It does feel like as soon as people get hooked, they're like, all right, let's see how long it takes before they start camping me.
Yeah, they're gonna do it. I know they are. And you just walk by them and they're like, they did it. Dude, you're camping so hard.
If you like turn around to like look at the hook, it's like, I wonder if anyone's there. They're like, look, oh,
you're camping so hard. Yeah. Then the gloves come off. I mean, yeah. If people want to play hard, then that's when you play hard.
All out.
I don't think the other killers we've played know that though for us, because we haven't been playing very hard. I don't think we have. I mean, maybe we're actually doing way better than we think, and we're just like really hard on ourselves, and we're just like, we could do better, like. But I don't feel that way at all. I feel like I'm very mediocre. Especially now. I'm gonna go. He's got a gun. Okay, now I go right back. But hopefully your matches are also going well. I'm assuming. I don't know if you were the last killer we went up against. The old Hellraiser. Or is it mere coincidence? If the whole team is body blocking the first hook of the game and repeat blinding me over and over, that was my fault, and saboing every hook on the map, then I can be a little less friendly. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's 100% fair. Like, if the survivors come in, guns a-blazing, like, you know, knuckle down brawl. I was not. I'm just hopping around Twitch. It was very well timed, because, yeah, we went... We went up against a Hellraiser that, I don't know, he seemed very fair. Like, he had almost like a similar policy. I don't think he was very tunnely. And stuff like that. Like, he seemed pretty chill. A good killer, I would say. You know, a very fair killer. It's funny, because this is who I played in my last game. It's all What? Why are you pointing at me? What? Thank you, designated killer, for the follow. You are the 130th follow. Congratulations.
You get a brownie.
I don't have it, but you can get a brownie.
All you gotta do is go to the grocery store and pick some up.
I give you permission. Unless you don't like brownies, then, you know, buy yourself something else, you know? I used to do a lot of comps, but if it got to be too stressful. Yeah, I feel like that's how I would do with, like, Killer. Like, playing solo, I don't think I could do this game solo. I'd get, like, too, like, like, I'd either get, like, try-hardy or, you know, or I'd run out of things to talk about. I get too, like, into it. I could just go in my kitchen and bake some. Perfect. It all works out. That's a lot of work, though. Like, that doesn't feel like a treat if you gotta bake it yourself, you know? Sometimes you just want it to be done. You just want it to be there.
Uh-oh.
There's a person with a gun. There he goes, getting chained up. I'm just gonna hide by this hook. Surely nothing bad will happen. I couldn't imagine, though, doing, like, I'm assuming competitions. That's what you mean by comp. But I couldn't imagine doing anything that crazy. Just, like... Because, yeah, that's, like, 100%, like... Everybody's there to try hard. Well, I tried. Woo! He nearly shot me in the butt.
He almost got me in the gluteus.
Something bit me.
Lieutenant Dan.
Something bit me. That was extremely close. Like, I cannot. Aw. Well, I don't think it was gonna work. Just hook me already. I mean, is the killer really going to look for you hiding by the hook? Exactly, yeah. That's like hiding around like a djinn. Like, if it's not on and he doesn't hear anybody work on it, like, it can work, right? I was the number 44 Pyramid Head main in the world last year. I was about to say last week. I mean, that's crazy.
I don't know about the world, but I know statewide I was like the number 8th Wraith or something. I was pretty high up there.
My God. It sounds like there needs to be a competition.
But I'm probably like number 97 right now. It's been a while since I've been playing killer matches.
I need to. I'm like number. Like, what's the furthest number we can think of?
I'm like ranked 147,321.
I don't mean to brag. I would like to think I was okay. It's. Oh, you. I'll remember you. They got dragged into the night. I was okay at playing very specific killers, but I definitely was not. I was not.
I think you were like
ranked.
trying to do Huntress at first, and then you went to like Clown.
I was very like Huntress and Clown focused, yeah. I don't want to scare you, but there's a guy with a gun trying to shoot me.
Nah, it's just a harpoon thing.
I think he knows where I'm at. No, it's not a gun. It's just something gun adjacent. TBD has millions of players, so being on leaderboard at all is an accomplishment. True. I mean, yeah. Like, I will not deny that you guys being even remotely in a leaderboard, because again, like, I know I would be way in the back. I don't think I even could be, like, I feel like I'd have to put way too much work into it to actually, like, get good. I don't got that. That just ain't happening. Like I said, it gets real sweaty and real stressful for the money. I mean, yeah. Yeah, maybe we should move on. That is 100% the reason why I couldn't do it.
Oh, he's slugging.
He ain't gonna make it. You're gonna make
You ain't gonna make it, Lieutenant Dan. Ah.
You're gonna make him work for it. Is he coming back for her?
Got one of them.
I'm like in a corner here. I feel like there's no good. There is no good. Did y'all 3-gen yourselves? It sure feels like it, because I feel like I haven't left this corner in God knows how long.
He's also going into full slugging mode because he has Jolt. So every time he downs someone, we lose progress. In addition to that, he's got knockout, so...
It might be a hard GG.
I think someone's at my door. I'm gonna go look real quick.
I think so.
Or Allie's just losing her mind for no reason.
Yeah. I thought he didn't even see me, but... I don't know if you're slightly healed. Get up. That was not worth it. Not slugging for the 4K. How lame.
She's just losing her mind for no reason.
Your dog's just gone senile. Barking at the wind. Your dog is a Skyrim's PC.
Bark at the moon. Hey!
Yeah, we get Iron Maiden. Where the heck is friggin'...
Where's my Ozzy Osbourne?
Yeah. That would be if they get like a werewolf. We could have recovered, but we didn't.
That 3-gen unfortunately did kind of screw us.
I'm not even gonna.
And I think that's why they are making that whole, like, you can do a ritual in the basement to get 15% progress towards every generator.
Yeah.
So that way when you run into situations like that, you're like, let's just go to the basement.
I hear, I don't know if it's something they're actually working on, but they plan on, like, moving the gens.
Ellie, shut up. The only thing that lives in my apartment complex still are cockroaches. And me.
And the cockroaches don't pay rent.
And neither do I.
All that perk is gonna do is bring back the basement camping meta. True. You're definitely gonna get some hardcore, like, I gotta shut this down now.
It's not even a perk from what I'm aware of. Or is it a perk? I thought it was base gameplay now.
No, I think
I'm
it
not
is.
sure.
I think it is a perk. It's Sable's perk.
I thought
Basically.
Sable's perk just made it faster, but I didn't play the PTB, so I don't know.
I just watched a few people. The designated
I crawled
GGs.
so far away from where he downed me initially that he's probably never going to check where I'm at.
Oh, I thought the game was over. That's why. I played the PTB.
No, I'm still trying to find the hatch.
Give us your honest opinions as the designated ranked pyramid head of this chat. Give us your honest opinions of the unknown and or Sable. I know everybody loves the design of Sable. I think some people have been making fun of the unknown's design.
I like both of their designs.
I keep jokingly calling him a ringed out sock.
Power. I think his power is just like not fitting to him at all.
That's what bothered me too with the unknown. His power felt very odd. Because it was just like, you know, it just didn't really make sense that they build him up as being this like cryptid guy with all this like trailers and teasers, and then yeah, he's a weird alien with a mouth for a gut, and he spits out little grenade launcher balls.
But I think me and a lot of other people are planning on maining Sable when she comes out because
I
feel like
you're gonna see so many.
Those people just got a thing for goth chicks.
I mean, if you're playing Dead by Daylight, you know, you probably got a type, you know? I really like the map. The new killer seems okay, and the new survivor seems fun. I agree, his power is not what I expected. Yeah. I was expecting like a stealth crawler who would like hide really well. Yeah, like I liked his teleportation feature. I don't know, like obviously because that makes him kind of spooky because he can move around a lot. I don't know how they would have implemented that with just like a stealth crawler. But yeah, they really built him up as being this like little scuttler, like, and then like the mimicry, like the voice mimicry.
Yeah, like I am the unknown.
Yeah.
He says something like that. I am the lost and the forgotten or something.
He does a lot. Like there's some like very creepy lines where he just does the whole like, want some candy, which obviously people are like, oh.
I don't know what his lore is. I think he's supposed to be like an extraterrestrial life form, like an alien that
Well,
just like possesses human skin. Or
I
something.
have a theory that Behavior just gave up, and they were like, so do we make him a cryptid, an alien, or a supernatural being? And they were like, what about all of them? The teleporter thing is cool, but his actual power is kind of dull. Yeah. The only thing that I've seen people enjoy about it is that you can, like, do some real trick shots with it. Like, you can, like, mortar shot the balls and hit people from, like, super far. You can clip them through walls, which I think is going to get nerfed hard. It's kind of based on a skinwalker, and if you look at his outfit and hair, the stuff, he looks like a very twisted default Dwight. Yeah, I heard people really wanted that too, where they're like, man, we should get skins that look like survivors, and a lot of people were like, do you remember Leatherface?
I was just getting ready to say that pretty much was what they did with Leatherface, and then immediately people were like, I'm gonna kill Claudette because it's funny.
I mean, yeah, that's like, oh,
he's got a dark face. And that's the kind of community we have with this game.
Yeah, I thought that as soon as I saw him. I mean, don't get me wrong. Yeah, he very much looks like a Dwight, or just like, I guess, like normie office.
Instead of making me a killer, they finally made Dwight a killer.
I think that Oni saw me.
It's a night, and he immediately knew where I was somehow without me even doing a single thing.
I feel like I'm in danger. And he's blocking gens. People use it to be toxic, so I don't think they would try it again. I mean, yeah, they would 100%. I don't see them mimicking survivor skins. He's very close to me. I could see them maybe trying to do like more like people looking skins, like just different looking twisted people. Maybe Lethal Pursuer. He might have Lethal Pursuer. It's a pretty popular. I think he found me. I guess I was kind of tempting fate there. Stop it. Stab it. Respect it. Respect. That was just bad on my end. I should have done more jukes, but I didn't believe. If he came right to you at the beginning of the match, it's probably Lethal Pursuer.
Yeah, I mean, it was like me not doing a single thing except for him coming straight to me, so I was like, alright, it seemed kind of suspicious.
I think my distortion procced too, so yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if it was. I like that skin. Was that like base night? Or was it?
I think it's the Halloween night.
Oh,
I don't know.
yeah.
I wasn't watching him when I was being chased. I was just watching the guards.
Man, he really wants me. Yeah, he wanted to end that. He like 100% ran by Nicolas Cage. It's the Halloween night.
Headless Horseman night.
It's really hard to tell because I can kind of see his head.
Well, he's not headless. He's got a jack-o'-lantern.
Like well, here it looks like he has like some other. Yeah, he's doing like a mix and match. I'm trying to see your face, buddy. If I'm gonna die, I'm at least gonna look at something interesting. I had a werewolf hillbilly earlier. Yeah, Automod is being hillbilly in the context of that was okay. Automod is just obviously.
I feel like he's gonna know we're up here.
Yeah. But not if I do this. I love the Masquerade event. I don't think I've ever played it. I don't think. We haven't really done a lot of major events. We did like the Lights Out. We did the Halloween event. I'm already dead. I have to save you, Nicolas Cage. But yeah, we haven't done a whole lot of the events. It should happen again in either May or June, depending on where they are doing the anniversary stream this year. I'll have to keep an eye out. I think he's coming this way. Okay. It's a bit of a tight squeeze, buddy. I was about to say, like, is he gonna chase anyone other than me? Like, it's definitely starting to get to that point. He really doesn't like you, does he? It definitely feels like that. I don't know what I did to that man. I don't think there's anything up here. Oh, there is. It's been so long since I've been in the Stranger Things map. Look, I'm already dead. If he comes to the walk-in closet, I mean, you know. I'm just taking an L for the team.
This would be an interesting chapter to Stranger Things where the upside down portal opens and a knight comes barreling out of it.
Don't you remember that episode of Stranger Things? Don't you remember the Demogorgon clad in
The Demogorgon pledging his loyalty to the knight.
Look, if you got a bunch of D&D oriented villains, you know, Demogorgon, Vecna, you gotta have a knight, you know? There, I did the walk-in closet, so no one else has to. Heal me, Nicolas Cage, so that I may be of more use to you. Every time you see a Nicolas Cage, like, you don't call them by the player name, you just call them Nicolas Cage. This might be a close one. We just have to believe. We just have to think really hard. It's always Nick Cage, no matter who's playing him. I mean, when you bring in a survivor that's just straight up a celebrity, like, how can you not? Only one more to go.
I just want to get this stupid adept achievement. Ugh.
Oh
No.
I totally farmed you. Never mind. You don't want to be here, Nicolas Cage.
Well, don't worry, someone else farmed me.
Well, is there a man chasing me? Something is hitting my distortion. Where the heck am I? Like, somebody
I really hope that that you, or whatever her name is, the blonde-haired Asian girl, I hope she dies.
Because she farmed you?
Yeah, she farmed the shit out of me, dude. Like, right in front of the knight's face, and he just toned me off the hook. So I guess the only match I'm going to survive was the first match we did today, because I've already given up on getting this achievement.
That's fair.
And
Nicolas Cage.
I'm
What the heck, man?
I'm stuck playing Gabriel Soma for the rest of the day.
You don't have to. You can let him go.
I gotta play as blonde-haired guy.
Oh.
All I want to do is just play. I don't remember any of the survivors' names.
True.
I don't play this game enough now to remember.
I
What's
think
her name?
Nicolas Cage may have screwed me over.
Michaela. Yeah, that's what I want to play as.
Nicolas Cage, I need you to like... No. Nicolas Cage! Woo! His thing, man, because if so, they do be like that.
That was, what's her name?
It's the Oni, like,
The Oni
adjacent
girl.
lady. Yeah. I forget. I think it is, like, you or something like that.
Yui.
Yeah. Well, this is awkward. He's dead.
I'll be right back. I'm
Wait,
getting
no.
some out of the microwave.
Fair enough. You, Kimura. I'm totally walking into this. No! Nicolas Cage deserves to win. That was gonna be like a huge slog anyway. I could have waited in the locker and wait for Nick to die, but I wasn't gonna do that. This perks are a total meme though. True. That's why you gotta play him though. Like, he's definitely for the people that don't want to take it seriously, which is funny on how many you see play it seriously. Yo. Yo. Where we going, Knight? Where you taking me? I was the first to be hunted down by you and the last to die. How's it feel, Knight? Is he giving me? Do you want me to have it, Knight? Wow. Now that's a night of respect. He could have dropped me, I'm not gonna lie though. He could have made it so that I didn't have to wiggle through the hole. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna touch it. On the PTB, it was so funny having 4 Nick Cages in every match. Look, you gotta make use of him. He's gonna pull me off, dog. Wow, such kindness. Never mind. Want me to crawl all the way out? Look, I'm used to this. Used to crawling. Ugh. Ugh. I was really waiting for him to just be like, never mind, and then picks me up and hooks me.
Just kidding!
Yeah, like, come on. The vindictiveness of a killer, like, it happens all the time. We have been getting a lot of nice killers, though. Like, for all the people who are like, ah, you're the last to survive. Is there, like, something I'm missing? Is it the end of Dead by Daylight?
Someone trying to pull the wool over my eyes.
Someone pranking me? Someone pranking me, bro? It would just flop down in front of you when you weren't to hit them and scream every time he looked at you. I mean, yeah, like, the fact that he doesn't have that perk as Nicolas Cage. Waste potential. Come on. He's gotta do it. If you're playing Nicolas Cage, you gotta just do the,
ultimate meme build.
yeah, the ultimate, and just flop in front of the killer. But they never do. Hang on, I gotta claim my Rift prize of 5K. Wow, thanks, behavior.
Big wins.
All the while I'm sitting on 1,800,000. I gave someone Hatch today because they were a cutie looking baby David. Maybe that's it. It's because I look like a noob.
You gotta just go in like as default Dwight.
Yeah. Well, no, the last time we did that, everybody dodged the match. Remember? And then it crashed like 2 times in a row. Like it was nothing but bad luck picking Dwight.
It was cursed.
It was the worst decision of my life. Nah, I have been very much a Jeff main.
Yeah.
My name is Jeff. BRB, I'm in ads. Ah, yes. The glorious ads. Sadly, ads get us all. You're not missing much. You're missing a lobby. Jeff, how can you not be a Jeff enjoyer? I don't mind the ads. That's good, because I can't stop them. I can stop a few, but I can't stop them. The most I could do is, what was one tactic? Like, it was a bigger streamer, but he would, like, gift out subs, like, on the regular. Because he was all like, oh, I want to help people not have, ads. I forget, like, how he was making up for it. Obviously, you pay less if you're gifting subs from your own channel, because, like, you're just getting the money back.
I was gonna ask, when the channel owner gifts out subs, are they paying Twitch for that, or is it just free?
No. So I'm technically, if I were to give subs, I would have to still pay for the sub, but because I am the sub owner, or like the Twitch owner, I'm still getting that money. So I'm like, I'd be getting them like half off, you know, because like I'm getting some of that money back. So it's like, it would be a tactic.
Yeah, for you, it's like 50% off, kind of, essentially.
Yeah. But, that would be irresponsible of me to... Hang on, I'm gonna gift out like 100 subs.
Meanwhile, we're only at like 3 or something.
Like the max I've ever... Is Moonwalking Kate? The max I've ever had, I think, is like 10. You know, obviously they're always appreciated, but like, yeah, I don't want people to go out of their way to be like, I'm barely making money to feed myself and my family, and it's like, give me money. Like, I'm not gonna do that. Don't hit me! Don't hit me! He hit me.
Is this another night?
No, it's an Oni. It's a different kind of night. It's a Japanese night.
Okay. That's probably incorrect or something with like lore, but I don't know. Japanese lore.
I don't know. I thought samurai. Well, samurais are like, well, they're like warriors, you know? Knights, warriors. Please leave me alone. Woohoo. Woohoo. For the love of God is... He had to double back. He saw the... Yeah, we're paying Twitch, but you get most of the money back. Yeah. The max is like 27, but it only happened 1 month. Yeah, like, I've gotten, like, generous bouts. You know, there have been people who've been like, hey, you're trying to hit, like, a sub goal, and we were, like, 5 away, and some guy's just like, bam, like, 5 subs, and it's always very, very appreciated, you know. I can't deny. And I obviously try to pay it back by, like, hosting people on the channel, you know, that do stream, that, you know, gift subs and stuff like that. Got a big raid when I was doing the comp circuit. They were like, man, you need all the support, because if you're playing this competitively, it's a bad day. This is a hard way of living. Also, I was about to say, like, what the heck? This Oni is like... There are other people on this map. The biggest raid, though, that I've ever gotten, though. I'm trying to think. I think it was like 10 people. Raids, though, I always feel kind of weird with, because it's like... Somebody that could be raiding you could be like a very, like, chill, like, streamer who's like... You know, hello, today we are going to be streaming this game. And they're just, like, super educational or, like, helpful tips. And here I am, like, doing stupid voices and screaming or something. It's like, this is a huge shift. I nearly missed that skill check so hard. What is your normal stream schedule? Bleh, it was a tongue twister. Monday through Friday, 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern Time. That is generally about it. Something is making distortion proc a lot. I think I should go, because so far this Oni has wanted nothing but to kill me. I have a sneaking suspicion he's gonna come over here. Have you ever gotten a full team together and done the silly dancing Davids? I have not. Also, what is silly dancing Davids? I don't think I've ever heard of silly dancing Davids. I think I could guess what it is. See that man over there getting hooked?
He sucks.
He freaking sucks. Is anyone... Okay, I was about to say, like... I was gonna go help you. I'm just worried that that Oni's gonna see me and see red. See? Because so far... this Oni has wanted nothing but my butt. Speaking of... like a heat-seeking missile. You all play David and you find the killer and dance around him in hopes that he will think you're too stupid to die. That sounds like something I would do. But no, I have not assembled a team that are willing to to put themselves on the line. I bet I could, though. I bet I could muster... It works about 8 out of 10 times. That's good odds, you know? I bet if we did it, though, it works 0. Like... Did you want to get healed?
Yeah, like probably over here.
I think you're walking towards him. He's like to your left.
Oh.
I saw his white hair. He does have some perk that... he's probably gonna walk to you. Okay, there we go. Would you join us one weekend when we are just acting stupid? We do it with the shirtless David and run no mither, so we can just pick ourselves up and go.
Come on us.
Oh, he would never do that. Yeah, it definitely sounds like an interesting time. I would not be against it. The sweet, sweet adrenaline. I have a sneaking suspicion he's gonna, like, run right over here.
Oh my god, I want to get this adept achievement.
I'm trying to open the door. Nyquist might pick you up, but that is a dangerous game. Like 99ing it.
I'm right next to a gate.
Yeah, I'm just hoping that, like, he comes to this one. Yeah, he's near mine, so... Oh! He is raging, though, so he might run back. But I'm hoping you can get it. My community is mostly a bunch of goofballs. Well, I would like to think that I do not take this game very seriously. So I'd like to think me and your community are probably up the right alley. I see, Nyquist is running towards the gate. We call the Dancing Davids our killer salt relief program. Sometimes it feels like that is super necessary. Like, I had to remind myself that it's like, you know, that I couldn't, you know, gotta chill out, you know? Because sometimes it does feel like you're just like, you have to try hard and...
I'm out of here, punk!
Now that was a GG's for everyone. That was a close match. Like, at least it felt close. Maybe, you know, maybe there's somebody out there who's like, actually, that was a landslide.
Or they're just like, that's a completely normal match.
Yeah, that's just a normal match. I'm over here like, whoa, that was a close game, patting the sweat off my head. Like, that was a normal game that people play. It wasn't tense, it wasn't close. The one who had it the worst was you, but you've been suffering the most with trying to get a achievement.
Well, yeah, I'm locking myself to
Yeah.
2 perks I don't even think are good. One of them's pretty decent.
I haven't attempted to get an achievement in this game since the game came out.
Ever.
No, I think in the beginning I was like, yeah, like I'll try to get like adept like something, but like I haven't attempted that ever recently. Most people don't do the adepts because it's so hard. It's just like, I think the worst part about it is that, and I think Soap was one of them, where like, I think you 100%ed the game, right?
I had the game 100% completed at some point.
Yeah.
But they just always come out with new stuff.
Yeah, so it turns into this whole like, why the heck why should I care? Like, they're always adding achievements. I'm never gonna 100% it until the game like stops making you know, DLC, and so it's just this never-ending battle that you're going on of just like, you're getting nowhere. Now, yeah, if I play the game religiously, you know, and I pulled the old, like, I am a Dead by Daylight streamer. I'm not a Dead by Daylight streamer. I can 100% tell you all that. The first Adept I got, I had no clue what it was, and people in my chat were freaking out because I had only been playing for like 4 days.
Oh my god, you got an achievement!
Oh my god. You just hear the air horns blaring. I don't think I ever had one happen accidentally. I think we were always actively trying to get them in the beginning. But then as time went on, I just was like, I'm out. And then the killer adepts, they used to be like way easier, and now they're like obnoxious.
The killer adepts are probably the worst right now.
Yeah. I wouldn't want that on any man. No one should have to live through that pain. I'm seeing double. Oh, never mind. I'm seeing a normal amount of people. When I first started playing, I had no clue how perks worked, so I thought you had to run the ones with the person named on them. That's a good guess, you know? It's a good, you know, shot in the dark, especially for only playing for like 4 days or less, depending on when you were like actually looking into it. Especially way back when, like, there wouldn't have been nearly as many perks. Remember when there was only 4 survivors and 3 killers?
Back in the old days.
I remember. And now look at us all. We look like something straight from Fortnite. You got like a million different people with like crazy cosmetics.
I think the beginning of the game that when I started to not enjoy it as much is when they started doing like legendary cosmetics and stuff, because I was realizing like how greedy the devs can be.
Oh yeah.
Because like back when we were playing, we used to sometimes get like free DLC, like the nurse was free.
Yeah.
And then I think the Huntress was
The Huntress
free.
I think was free too, yeah.
Yeah.
Back in my day.
Now it's like if you even suggested to the devs, like, hey, I think you should do a free DLC, they'd be like, are you kidding?
What are you,
Like,
poor?
That's what iridescent shards are for. It is free.
And then you're just like, oh. I think it's a blight. Judging by the blight.
Judging by the blightedness running around.
Now we just gen rush and don't get hit, and we'll be fine. We'll be fine. You're overreacting. Just a lovely day under the stars. Oh, that was a very small skill check. I don't know what the heck perk happened there.
It was the twins perk. When it kicks a gen, all other gens get a small skill check.
Back in my day. It's true though, if you play enough you can get them free unless they're licensed. Yeah, I think the last...
Yeah, but that's not free is what I mean. Like, that's what the devs say too. But it's like...
It's not legit free. Yeah.
You still have to work for it.
Yeah.
We used to get DLCs where they would just hand it out. And it's like you wouldn't even have to pay for it with shards. You would just get it.
Yeah, Huntress and Nurse being like 100% like, yeah, you can just download it, like... Unless it was just one or the other, I can't remember. Maybe it was both.
What?
The Huntress and Nurse being free.
It was the
like...
Huntress and Nurse. They were both free. And then I think they were the only two, because I think like Doctor and Hag, you had to buy them.
Yeah. Once you get all the achievements out of the way, it's all about the fashion. True. Or you just skip the achievements. Which I feel like is what I've done. And I've skipped the fashion. And I've skipped the good gameplay. I think the last DLC I purchased was maybe the Oni. Maybe. I think he knows I'm here.
I think the last one that I purchased with real money was like the Resident Evil chapter, because I had to, because it was licensed. But every other chapter I've since then, it's been just like... I guess also it had been...
Man.
I bought Wesker with real money too, because I don't think he was iridescent shards.
The newest killers haven't been super expensive. I got Chucky for like $3 because I got him half off. True. I mean, yeah, like sales almost feel like a must in this game because, like, especially if you're like behind. I couldn't imagine somebody who like just bought the game and they're like, holy crap. Like, it's like you'd have to buy this stuff on sale. There's just so much. I'm mostly using shards to get skins because I've gotten all the characters now. Hey, I didn't move that time. I don't know what Walker was doing. It's not gonna matter much. Woo! Well, I don't think I'm gonna be making it. Oh, never mind. Killer did not decide to tunnel. Good on that killer. I also stream this a ton and tend to have people who gift me characters. I have not, but I also don't care about that. Like, as much as a donation of characters is nice, again, it kind of goes back to just usual donations of just like, you know, it's all obviously appreciated, but I've been playing Jeff for who knows how long.
Pretty much like the entire time since he's been released.
So it's like, I feel like I am at the spot where it's like, even if somebody was like, hey, I'm gonna gift you this amount so that you can buy a new character, I'd be like, yeah. Like,
It's mostly like me and Nia also, but I've done a little bit with like other characters besides just Nia.
but to be fair, I also don't stream this a ton. Like, I stream it for the occasional multiplayer stream that I do. I mostly do a lot of single player stuff. I mean, we're all here. We might as well heal party. Heal party. Now let's leave. I do wish they had cross progression though, because I can't carry my PC around as easily as I could my Xbox or PS4. I'm surprised they don't.
They did have cross progression now. They don't.
Well, I think they have like cross play, but I don't think you can like carry over your account.
That's just dumb. This game's been out way too long. Not to have that.
I think I'm at a dead end.
I've always been scared about cross progression though, because I'm always worried that like my account with the less progress is gonna somehow overwrite the account with the more progress.
True. It is like a spooky.
How do they know which one's got more progress, essentially?
Man, so close. True, yeah. On Steam, they can gift you the chapters. True. I don't do a ton of like follower Steam friends, I guess, just in case. It would be different if it was like, yeah, like, obviously you and me, it'd be like, oh, be like a collaboration of sort. But I feel like if it was like a bunch of people being like, hey, let's just play, and it's like, We have cross play, but not cross saves or cross progression. We just got cross save in Warframe. I think I'm dead. There's not really a lot of good things that I can do here. I'm very stuck. Cross saves in Warframe, I was so scared that they would overwrite the wrong save, but it all worked out. I mean, yeah, it is like a spooky thought of like, it's very nice, but it's like, if something were to glitch out or like not go right, it's like, oops. Hope you were on the right save. I don't know where the heck the Michaela is. It's doing the gen. But I'm by a door. I don't want to go too far, you know, like if they finish.
You can heal me real quick.
Where are you? Oh,
right
you're
here.
Yeah, let's do that. That sounds useful, especially if they get chased off. I'm hoping they don't, though.
That adrenaline's about to heal me, though. But this gets you altruism points.
That's what I'm here for.
I stole your objective point.
No.
So get off my team.
I just
Here,
disconnect.
you want half of it?
No, you can 100%.
Okay, get your ejected points.
If we die because of it. I'm gonna open this because why not?
Oh, nope, I'm out.
It was a pleasure knowing all you.
I'll wait to see if the totem's like very close to me, and after that, I'm leaving.
Oh, I got the achievement. Yeah, I did the center. Again, I wasn't even worried about it. Because I was Legendary 3 on my PC account, and MR22 on Xbox, and MR13 on PS4, because until recently there was no crossplay. So if I wanted to play with friends on a different platform, I had to start all over. I mean, yeah. I think that's why it's like, honestly, like crossplay is like one of the easiest things. Just like you don't really, I guess cross progression and like cross-play is kind of weird because it's like, oh, you can just play with people. The only reason why it would be good is like you mentioned, like if you were like moving things around, like, oh, you can move your PS4 and Xbox. We're gonna get yelled at so hard. Look, I respect the fact that they had a perk that just instantly kills us. I wasn't gonna cross that line. Well, I'll still say GG's, but again, I feel like I'm opening up a can of worms. You could have saved us. I know I couldn't. Like, I have bad news for you. I would not have been the one to save you.
When they say you could have saved us, you're like, I could have left earlier.
It was unfortunate that the no-ed totem spawned right where the person was hung. True. Look, when I see a no-ed, I'm out. Like, dims the rules, you know? Like, if you're playing up against a killer that has no-ed, like, they're definitely here to win. Which is fine, you know? I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it.
That's where you just say FG, which is just fair game.
True.
It is alright. It is an okay game.
I feel like that would instigate more of them talking back. They're like, what's that mean? Like, what do you mean? It's like, well, you brought no-ed. That's why I tell people to break totems as they move around the map.
So no-ed, huh? Question mark. And you just leave.
So, this is what we're doing. Sometimes it does feel like that, where you just want to, like, again, like, the game brings out the worst in you sometimes, where you're just like, ooh, I wanna instigate something, but that's why I tell people to break totems as they're moving around the map. If you break all the totems before the last gen is done, no, it would never be an issue. Yeah, but then that's when you would find out that, like, they've never had, like, you go up against, like, 200 killers, and none of them have no-ed, and you're like, all I am is wasting time.
Well, it's just like how when that alien perk came out that I hated so much, I was like, I'm just gonna run Calm Spirit all the time, and then everyone just stopped running it.
Which is really weird. Like, was it like a mutual respect thing that they're like, yo, this is too strong?
I think it's because Alien's a licensed chapter, and so everyone that was going to buy it had already bought it when it came out, and most people don't. Most people don't turn around and buy licensed chapters after they're already released, like months later, unless they're late to the party.
Unless it's on sale.
Unless it's on sale, which for licensed chapters does not happen often, and it probably won't happen often for a while for Alien.
True, but it gives you extra points. That is true. But I don't know, like, I haven't played a game, like, I think we used to play like that, where, like, blood points felt like they were hard to get. I don't think I've played a game like that since forever, where it's like, I need the points. Like, I need the blood points. But then, I mean, again, I guess it goes back to the fact that, like, I don't play the game that much.
I also think it has to do with the fact that blood points used to be your method of winning.
True.
And so it was a lot more important back then.
I do not remember that. Man. I don't remember this map at all now. Like, I don't think we played it since who knows how long. When you go against higher ranked killers, you see that damn perk everywhere along with friends till the end. That's
friends till the end's a good one.
Yeah.
Have you gone against that one yet, Paul?
Probably. I mean, we've gone up
Chucky's.
against a lot of Chuckies, but I don't think I recall.
So when you hook someone, I think it's like the nearest person to you. When they get hooked, they turn to the obsession, and then they get exposed for like 30 seconds. So you just get people exposed all the time after you hook someone.
Man.
It's disgusting with Nurse. Think about how fast you can move with Nurse.
I'm gonna farm you. Run! I'll take a hit for David. There's a little goblin man following me. He's got a poker. Another night. Y'all aren't having the best of luck with night tonight. True. That's something that's happened repeatedly, though, where you're like... There's so many killers, and it feels like you're just playing against the same ones.
Yeah, like when's the last time we gone up against a Trickster or Twins or like a Wraith?
It's usually always like Huntress, Chucky.
Huntress, Doctor, Chunky, Alien, and Knight.
Yeah.
And sometimes we get Skull Merchant.
Today it's very Knight oriented. Like, I don't think we've gone up against Knight this much. Kind of a bit of a pickle here. I'm out of here. Apparently he didn't want me. Later, nerds. Apparently he's following me around.
I think he's following me, the person that's bleeding.
It does look that way. He's trying to cement them kills. But then again, we haven't been doing great. Yeah, like, not a single gen is complete.
He's not even using his power. He's just bloodlusting onto me.
He's just chasing me with a sword. I think, no, that's a different gen, I think. Because the bigger streamers put out their tier list and everyone goes, oh, okay, so that's the only thing we're supposed to do. That's true. Like, I imagine that happens a lot where, yo, I watched True Talent or Otsdarva, and I'm just like, well, screw the other perks. I guess, to be fair, if you're gonna emulate anybody, might as well emulate the best. I just find it funny because I've been running Distortion since who knows how long. And, like, only just recently have I been getting like some killers that are like, yo, distortion is OP. It was very shocking to me, even though I'm running like adrenaline and all these other... Nobody talks about adrenaline. Nobody talks about lithe or, you know, whatnot.
But
distortion. Woo.
Distortion was OP.
Distortion.
That was like the most funniest endgame chat ever. Just like, you and your broken perks. And I was like, Paul with broken perks? And I was like, he must be talking about adrenaline.
He's like, distortion.
Distortion just ruins everything.
Well, this is awkward. Yeah. There's a small goblin man again. Might actually get hit by the goblin man.
Nope, you outlasted him.
I just ran in a big old circle. Leave this hooked man alone. Man, that went down hard. The gens. The gens. It's also the reason so many people as Killer Camp Tunnel and Slug, because Otts, True, etc. all says it's the only way to win. Yeah. Distortion screws their aura builds, and they have no real map knowledge. So they can't organically find survivors. Yeah, which to me is the funny part, because it's just like... Originally, when the game came out, it felt like it was very, like, stealth-based, whereas now it's like... Yeah, it's like, my aura reading per... And it's just like, you can't survive without it? Like, maybe you shouldn't rely so heavily on it, you know? Because then I'm just gonna pull out distortion. Or in my case, I never unequip it. If you mess up their wall hacks, they can't play. That's what it felt like with the Oni that we went up against that yelled about distortion. Like, he had ultimate weapon, he had the pain hook, or scourge resonance, whatever the heck. So funny. Like, he was running like the most meta Oni, like, gotta find you fast. And then he's all like, your distortion is, like, I hate it. It's very amusing. Let alone the fact that he said it to me. Like, again, like, I might have a lot of hours, but that's because I've had the game since launch. But it's definitely not because I've played it a lot. Calm Spirit is another perks. Auto mod is after you again. It's pretty PG though to screw your, like, to screw your is what auto mod detects. Meta is only meta until someone finds a way to screw your build up. True.
That just depends on the current meta, I think, though, because old Decisive Strike, there was nothing that could screw that build up. Old Decisive Strike was like a perk that literally everyone ran. Or like old Self-Care. This game has seen a history of
You don't want to go that way, buddy. Maybe you do.
I don't see anything or hear anything.
He was there, but he used his power, and then I think I made too big of a distance that he probably gave up.
Or he's just going into ultimate gen defense mode right now.
That's probably very true. Because I was on a gen when he did that. I've only been playing for a couple years and don't understand why they complain about half the perks they complain about on either side. I think it's just the fact that it's like, it's a versus game, you know, it's PvP, so it's always like, the survivors are getting all the good stuff and I'm not, and then vice versa. Like the moment Ultimate Weapon comes out, the survivors are like, well, that's unfair. Which, I mean, again, obviously I have, you know, I do a lot of Survivor gameplay, so it's like, it does kind of feel unfair when all the killer has to do is open a locker and then walk around. I did not want to blow up that generator, but he was doing some weird, like, I don't know what he was trying to do. Is there no other gen? Did we do it again?
There's 3 gens.
Well, yeah, but like, have we 3-gened? Because so far, it feels like we're pretty, we're pretty locked into this corner again. He either knows we're in here or he's following you. Or a bit of both. I guess I'll go to this far.
He's got save the best for last.
Oof.
Yeah, he just like machine gunned her off the hook there.
Maybe, I guess that's why he never really committed so heavily to me. Here's the big question though. Can I open this door? Or is he at your door? He's coming to this door. Yeah. This is gonna be...
I can get it.
He's honking a horn.
I'm dead.
Yeah, I might have to run over to that door. I really hope they're opening that door. I'm so sorry you had to die for my sins. You don't want to go out that way. You it friggin' sucks over there. Yep, 3-gen again. Yeah, that happens a lot for us, it feels like. It's, turns out we don't really pay much attention. And I never will.
Oh, I think it's a mixture of us not paying attention, and honestly, I feel like they've never gotten good map design on this game.
It's very
Like,
easy to do.
The fact that it happens so often, I think, is a testament to poor design skills. But it's also that because we're kind of just stupid and we don't pay attention when we're doing it.
Which is very fair.
that can only happen so many times, though, and it happens to us so often that it just makes me know that not all these maps are designed balanced.
Have someone run Deja Vu, it'll keep that from happening.
I'm not going to dedicate an entire purchase to 3-gens. I'd rather just move on to the next game.
I'd rather make my life miserable. And then blame the game.
I care so little about perks, like you know, there's always a new meta that's coming out, and I just run the ones that I just think are fun.
Which is really fun when you put a lot of time and effort to get the meta, like Decisive Strike, and then they're like, nerf. And you're like, well.
That's why I stopped caring about them, because they always are changing.
Yeah.
The only one that's been like the same since like release is Adrenaline, pretty much.
True.
That has not really changed much ever. It's just when the gens start, you heal.
Distortion's OP.
I think there's other weird
Adrenaline.
things they did, like the exhaustion stuff with it. Because I think back in the past, it used to be like, since Sprint Burst wasn't exhaustion didn't exist. So you could just do Adrenaline and then Sprint Burst at the same time.
Yeah.
Which was crazy. You just turned to like the Roadrunner.
Zoom. That is my choice, though. There are perks on both sides that can counter perks on the other side. The problem is that people get stuck in their ways and don't want to figure out a new way to do things. I mean, yeah. such as distortion. I will never remove it. I would rather die. Unless it gets nerfed.
Distortion's such a fun perk to run because you know that it's working when you see it go off.
Yeah.
And then you're like, you just stop them from seeing your aura.
Not only that, but you can kind of determine what you stopped. Like, oh, somebody got hooked.
Most of the time. Yeah.
True. It would help if I knew the perks better.
Well, I mean, there's sometimes it's obvious. I was running distortion once and I was healing someone and I just lost 3 stacks of distortion. And I was like, well, they got nurses calling.
They did a buff on some of the perks I normally use, and when it got to the PTB, so many survivors complained about it that they didn't do the buffs. I mean, yeah. Well, yeah, and it happens so much, because, like, that used to happen. That's what I always remember is, like, the moment a new killer would come out, or, like, a PTB, it'd be like, oh, what'd you do? And it'd be like, oh, we adjusted this number like 2 points. Like it went from 10 to 12. And they're like, this is garbage. Like that's all you would hear.
The weirdest thing about this game is I've never like seen devs that have such high highs and such low lows.
True.
Because
yeah.
like they'll have like really good moments where you're like, oh, this game's awesome. Like when they like release a chapter and it's perfect and you know, there's no problems with the chapter. It's cool. But then you have stuff like the Twins chapter that was like garbage on release, and it's still not what chapter people like today, but it was even worse on release. And then like they do like weird balance changes that no one asked for, like putting an overheat on Hillbilly's chainsaw, which lasted for like an entire year or more until they just had that rework, or just recently where they're like, Huntress gets 7 hatchets.
Huntress
like,
needs more.
Who asked for that? Like, she's one of the most played killers in the game with an already high kill rate, and they just like increased her efficiency by 40%.
Yeah,
it's like ridiculous. So you're just never safe with them because you never know when like the next chapter is going to drop, and they're going to be like, we decided to buff the nurse.
I feel like I'm getting like spirit vibes.
He's got lethal pursuer.
True. I see my distortion tick. Like in the PTB now, they said that they buffed the pig. From the killer side is actually a huge nerf to big pig players. They nerfed Pyramid Head's ass because some outside non-gamers complained he was too sexy. Look, you see that giant Pyramid Head? Like, he's a sexy boy. Like, look at that. He's not wearing a shirt either. This happens a lot too. It's always usually me or you that bumps into the killer first. It happens more often than you think. In his one skin, you could see the the side of his butt cheek. You gotta nerf that killer! You are not allowed to do that! This is a rated M game!
I really don't like Lethal Pursuer because it just honestly feels like cheating.
Well, it kind of goes back to the whole distortion thing, where you're like, I guess I'm gonna pick up distortion because that way they can't see me.
I guess that's what I'm going to have to start running, because it's really starting to annoy me that every match we play, there's Lethal Pursuer. And I'm just, like, spawning into the match, like, why am I already being chased? Nothing happened.
And the fact that it's a Wesker who can already, like, move around the map with his, like, crazy, freaking lunges, and he's like, hang on, I gotta make it easier. I want my pyramid cheeks back. He's still got them, they're just covered. You know, like, they're still there. I'm gonna 3-gen us so hard. I'm just gonna go down the line. I'm gonna 3-gen us with a Wesker. I'm gonna put the nail in this coffin. Oh, I guess he really wants to win this one because he's slugging and chasing the gaming dwarf. I got in an argument with another killer main the other day because they were complaining that For the People / Buckle Up kept ruining their games because they couldn't slug anymore and there was no counter. Yeah, like, it's stuff like that that makes me, like, I don't know, pull out my hair. Because it's just like, what a weird argument to be like, well, I couldn't play like a complete douche. So, I'm upset. And the fact that, yeah, like, they have to spend 2 perks to do that just to counter... Where are they gonna go? I told them the counter to FTB and Buckle Up was to stop slugging and put the survivor on the hook. Yeah, like, just commit. Especially, like, early game. Like, right now, like, the Wesker doing what he did. Like, very weird tactics. I mean, obviously, he'll probably do semi-well. I'm gonna farm you. I want you to know this. I just thought I'd warn you. Gen rush, gen rush. This whole argument was that it was impossible to counter and Behavior refused to do anything about it. Very true. It's Behavior's fault. What if I took a hit for you? No, I don't think... It's not the wisest move. Honestly, the fact that I unhooked her the way that I did.
You're good, by the way. I just muted myself because I was hitting my bowl of marijuana.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say that you were like hitting the desk because you were just like, this stupid Wesker.
I was smashing my desk into pieces.
It's cringe.
I was getting so frustrated with that Wesker that I was just like, alright, I need to get my marijuana.
That's very fair.
This is how I've been with my stepkids too. It's like, after what happened with my oldest one at school today, I went straight home and grabbed my bowl.
Like anyone should.
Hey, it's legal in Ohio now, okay?
True. We have to reiterate.
I'm not doing anything illegal here.
Don't hook me, Wesker. Don't do. Oh. It's not even like it can be used over and over again. Once the player used it, is done, they're broken for 60 seconds and can't heal, and you can only use For the People and Buckle Up if you are fully healed. I mean, yeah, like, again, like, killers, like, really sweaty killers, like, you can kind of identify on how hard they're willing to, like the Oni being the way that he was, like, your distortion, like, that's OP, and it's like, I have 1 perk. I have 1 perk that's apparently OP. He's like the 2nd person in Ohio who's, I've heard say that today. Look, it's common, you know?
Well, I feel weird when I mention it on live streams because I know it's not legal everywhere, so I don't want people being
Yo,
all
you're
like,
breaking the law!
what's with soap in his criminal activities over there?
Why are you doing the crime? And then he's like, no, no. 'Tis not a crime.
It's weird how laws work, though, because just, you know, like 3 or 4 months ago...
It was a crime.
I couldn't say this stuff on stream.
You sweaty toxic survivor, how dare you have perks? Exactly. How dare you run your 1 distortion as I die on this hook? I'm gonna make him work for it.
I'm
Maybe I
swapping
should
out,
just die, you know?
swapping out boiled over for distortion.
It's very
I need
fair.
it. Can't deal with this lethal pursuer anymore.
It still isn't legal where I live. Sucks to be you. No, just. Well, if you're someone who does not partake, then you have nothing to worry about. Wink, wink. And then the Twitch stream goes dark because I just get immediately. We know what you're doing. But yeah, I mean, Ohio was the same way. I don't, but I have friends who do. Wink, wink. I understand. No. I'm not accusing you of anything. It's just a funny joke. Just.
Well, you partaked in the marijuana when you were younger, I think, but...
wink, wink.
I don't think you do it anymore from what I've seen.
No, now I just drink a lot. No, I don't even drink that much anymore.
I don't actually drink at all anymore. I just grew out of alcohol. I don't like it.
I got to be too good at it. If you know what I mean, I guess.
I never felt like competing with Paul, and now that my girlfriend really doesn't like alcohol, I don't really drink it much myself, so...
It's a very fair way to live. But I live on the line of 2 states, or between 2 states, and the other side is legal, so you basically just have to cross the street and you're okay. I like that idea, though. People just, like you're right on the line and you're just, like, walk over and immediately just light up. Oh, man, that's the stuff.
That's how it was when I visited Canada back in the day. It was like there was like a bridge like at Niagara Falls that separates the U.S. border and the Canadian border, and on the other side of the bridge, no one was smoking joints or anything, and then you cross the bridge and everyone has weed
just
in their
everyone.
hands. It was all over the place. But then you couldn't smoke cigarettes in Canada. You had to stand in a smoking square or they'd fine you. Versus America, you can smoke a cigarette just on the street as long as it's not in a grocery store or something.
Yeah.
Back in the day, you could light up a cigarette anywhere. That's something crazy to think about.
Back in the 19... Actually, not even that late.
Imagine if you were in Kroger and someone just lit up a cigarette next to you.
Somebody pulls out a cigar. That's a power play right there. Everybody else is smoking cigarettes and you pull out your freaking Cuban cigar.
Oh, well, I smoke my marijuana, and I keep saying that on purpose because I just think it's funny.
Oh yeah, it's like it's like saying it like Hank Hill. Marijuana.
I smoke mine out of like a gentleman's like pipe, like the old curved thing, you know.
Oh yeah. I have a very long necked pipe that was my grandpa's, and then it was my dad's, and then he was all like, I passed this smoking tool to you, so now I just have a Gandalf pipe, you know, basically.
Oh, I want to try that.
You could still smoke in most public places when I was in high school. I feel like that's how it was for us too.
I don't remember any of that though.
I just think it was kind of uncouth,
young.
you know, like it was kind of rude to be like.
Yeah, you could legally do it, but it was like people probably still didn't do it.
They would judge you harshly.
Yeah, it's like how you can breastfeed anywhere legally, but people don't just pop a titty out to start breastfeeding.
That is fair.
Some people do. I've seen it. You know, you're like.
Again, sometimes you got to do it. You got to do the power play where you're like, what are you going to do about it? And then, you know, you puff out your chest and you're just like, what are you going to do? Oh.
That's what everyone was saying they were going to do when, like, they said they were legalizing weed in Ohio. They said, I'm just going to go light up a joint and smoke next to a cop.
Not the same thing.
I'm like, well, it's like, you can also pull out a beer bottle and drink next to a cop, but I think doing either of those is pretty stupid. Just because they're gonna find a reason to pull you over.
They're gonna be like, "What the heck are you doing?" Smoking is bad for you, and breastfeeding is a child eating. There's a spirit, I think.
My only point on that is just that there's things that society considers as like societally acceptable and other things that aren't.
Obviously, breastfeeding is more important than smoking.
Yeah.
But if you do either, people will stare at you.
That's what I mean, yeah. And I definitely think that smoking inside, like when someone's trying to eat a meal, is a lot worse than breastfeeding, of course.
And that's why you do both at the same time.
God, can you imagine that?
What are you staring at? That's the power play, I'm telling you. You want to just heal me here so I can die with honor?
We did have distortion go off. I'm wondering if that was
It's probably
oh, she's got it. I think she might have nurses calling, actually. I gotta find where the basement's at for this stupid ritual I gotta do.
I have to find a generator. Found one. Look, I don't want to say I'm a bit of an expert, but hold your applause. In the 80s, parents didn't GAF. They smoked with us sitting in a car or on their laps. True.
I think also during that time, though, I'm not sure when it was, but there was a point in time where, like, people didn't think smoking was that bad for their health, actually.
Well, I know, like, really long ago, it was the whole, like, it's good for you. Keeps you thin and whatnot. And it's like, everyone's
Now
like,
that's pretty long,
actually...
yeah.
It's like, actually, you're dying. Like, this is bad for you. Yeah, like the Wizard of Oz main actress had to smoke like 100 cigarettes a day or something like that because her manager was like, keeps you thin. Don't want you to, you know, not fit in the dress anymore. And it's like, ah, you're such a nice man. Apparently, they want
Gotta
me to
fit in your corset, Miss Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, I forget the actress's name. I also could be making up the number, but I know it was it was some fun fact that wasn't so fun.
There was a time in American history where I think it was like 50% of the population was smoking or something because they were just, it was like, you were cool if you smoked.
Yeah. Well, yeah, then there was obviously that where it's like, you want to look cool, don't you? And it's like, yeah, I guess. Give me the lung cancer stick.
Well, they didn't know it was lung cancer.
Well, yeah. I bet there was some, like, I'm totally gonna
I wonder
die.
how many people didn't believe it when the doctors came out saying, like, hey, this causes cancer. And they're like, whatever, you're just saying that. Nah.
Man, they're protecting them hooks. My bones. My brittle bones. I hope they were able to unhook somebody. They just not? Is Zero Factor not going for you at all? Is anybody...
Now he's got me. But that was a pretty nice unhook in front of her face. I'm not sure it really did anything.
He's like, I did it! I saved you! Our parents paid zero attention to us. Before the evening news, a commercial would come on asking if they knew where their children were. I don't think I lived in the age during that, but I think I do recall, like, the joke of the commercial. Do you know where your child's at? Ah, crap! Spirit says leave her.
I do think
hooks
there
alone.
is something to be said about today's parents, though, because they're like the opposite of that, whereas they give their child too much attention. Like nowadays, kids have like iPads and cell phones and tablets, and I'm like, what happened to the days when we just give them a stick?
Here, have a stick. Hey, if it's a nice stick, I mean... I think it's the whole, there's obviously getting with the times, and then there's, of course, like, obviously no 2-year-old should be, like, I don't know, gunning for your iPad. Steve freaking got cut in half in front of my eyes.
It was horrifying!
I think I'm gonna be sick. This match does feel like it sucks. I feel like we're at the point where this isn't gonna go well.
Well, I've just seen the effect that technology has on kids now that I'm kind of a stepdad some days. Because the other day...
Wanna heal me, I guess? I have no idea.
One of the boys was like, Nick, I need your phone. I need your phone. I'm like, you don't need my phone. I'm like, it is a luxury.
And then he's like, I need to call 911 because you're like, oh crap.
I need to watch Netflix. I just need it.
I just really want one of those like comedic sitcom moments. Hey, I need your phone like really badly, and you're like, you don't need it. You're trying to just watch cartoons, and you're like, no, I really need it. Like, oh, for what for? Like, he broke his arm. Like, oh crap. I don't know what I'm doing anymore.
I gave up because this lady just camps hooks, and it's kind of starting to annoy me.
I think she knows where I'm at. But she still whiffed it. I don't know why. She'll never catch me. Oh. Most common phrase when I was growing up was go outside.
Get out of my face. Daddy's smoking a cigar.
I really hope it wasn't that.
The kids just shrug their shoulders like, okay, whatever. We're gonna play baseball.
I think that was a pretty common phrase even for us as kids. Like, you're playing video games, you know. Go outside. Nowadays, though, I feel like it would be the opposite, because, like, where I live, if you play outside, there's a good chance you're getting hit by a car. Like, everybody drives like psychopaths.
Playing outside, you're gonna get run over.
Yeah, like, you're freaking dead meat if you're out there. You get inside. We weren't allowed back in the house until dinner time. I mean, yeah. That's a very, like, nostalgic thing, like, drinking out of the hose outside and, like, you know. It's like, I remember doing a lot of that. But I feel like nowadays it is kind of that, like, you need a middle ground. Like, you can't leave your kids out there that long. Everybody drives like nuts, at least where I'm at. I don't know. Maybe, it's like per place it should be different. Unless it was raining and then we had to stay in our rooms. Just stay in your room and don't get out. I don't think we ever had that. If it was raining, it was like... yeah, you could do whatever the heck, as long as you didn't, like, go nuts. I'd like to think, though, that, like... obviously, I was the youngest, so I didn't have a lot of siblings that were, like... you know, like, just going crazy, but, like... I was pretty chill, I think, as a kid. Like, I wasn't, like... doing cartwheels in the house and, like, smashing stuff.
I tackle my brother into the wall and smash his butt through the wall.
See, my brother is 10 years older than me, so whenever we did wrestle, he was way...
he was the winner.
He was bigger than me, so it was always like he was able to control, like... ZZZ. You're gonna cause drama!
That's how I'm voicing my displeasure with that spirit. I just feel like she was very campy on the hook, but I'm just gonna say it was bored to tears.
My parents...
Dude, I wasn't paying attention to that match. I was so engaged in this conversation because I was just checked out.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's how I was getting. But I I think that's the last match we got. It's getting a little late. My parents only allowed us an hour of TV a day, so we had to find ways to entertain ourselves. My parents didn't care as long as we didn't break stuff, which I think is a very fair thing. Like, if your kid is doing chill stuff, now, yeah, if they watch TV and they're just like, you know, like they're just going nuts, like then it's like, whoa, you're getting too stimulated. Like, you know, like you've downed a bar of chocolate or something. I don't know what you did, but like I don't know. I don't remember ever doing crazy stuff like that. Like I never smashed stuff. I never, you know. But again, I was super young compared to my siblings, so I didn't really have a lot of people to break stuff with. It would have just been me.
And that's just sad.
And that's just sad. Nah, I mean, if we're gonna get honest, I was probably a pretty lonely child, but I'm perfectly fine with that. And I'm gonna.
But you had me.
Yeah, like what? I think we really got to know each other in high school. And at that point, I don't think
middle school days were just misery.
I don't think we're like lonely children in high school. I think at that point, it's
we're lonely young adults.
Yeah, we're lonely young adults, which I was also a lonely young adult. Have a great night, guys. It was nice to hang out with you. Absolutely, yeah. I had 5 siblings, and we were all pretty close in age. Yeah, see, you had people to fall back on. I didn't. So I was the good boy. I was a good boy, and I didn't do stuff bad, and don't tell anybody. But yeah, enjoy the rest of your night, morning, whatever the heck. If you want, there's a YouTube channel with all the VODs in case you want to check out other Dead by Daylight content where we get angry at it and cringe at it.
Happens frequently.
Yeah, there's the Discord if you want to know the schedule. I post when I go live. There's all sorts of stuff. There's a Twitter, or X, mind you. There's all sorts of stuff. Just check out the panels down below and enjoy. I was the oldest girl and it kind of sucked. I bet that's how my brother felt, because he was way older than I was. I think not me and my sister, but my brother and my sister were closer, and I was way far away. So again,
you're a lot younger by a mile than them.
By the time, like, the earliest memories I have, I think, was when my sister was in middle school, like late middle school. So like, I didn't really have people my age a lot. I mean, I did have like a friend or two, but like I definitely was not like, you know, I wasn't a hectic child.
You probably had a lot of expectations being held up to you too, since you're like, well, your brother and sister did it this way, or, you know, I'm not sure if any of that happened with you.
Well, I feel like as well, like when you're the third kid, you're also like, we already dealt with this, like, you know.
Hey, that's how I was. I was the third kid.
Yeah,
the
like,
last one,
like your parents kind of already know what to deal with, because they're like, you know what, like we've done this
Round
2 other
3.
times. Yeah. But that's enough about me, I suppose.
The history of Polly.
Yeah, the history. I'm sure we'll talk more about me later. I was the middle child. So yeah, you would have been where my sister was at. My sister is the middle child. My sister would have had to have babysat me a lot. And she freaking hated it, even though I didn't do anything. I swear I was a good kid. But yes, I will see you all tomorrow, hopefully. We have some stuff planned. It isn't Dead by Daylight, so hope you enjoy nonetheless. Feel free to watch some VODs, do some other stuff. And good night. Good to see you next time. Mwah. Good night.
Mwah. Good night.